Hey guys, this is the Great Jedi and welcome back to the channel. Today we just have a quick news update regarding Battlefront 2. So if you guys do like this content, please subscribe, like the video, and then comment down below. I really do appreciate it and it shows me that you guys are wanting more of this content. Anyways, let's get into this. First thing I want to go ahead and talk about is that there's two star cards that have changed. Comes from the community manager. He says, quick status updates. We replaced 2 of the aerial star cards. What we didn't mention was that all the aerials have rare level cooldowns on their jetpacks and rocket launchers by default now. So those were the 2 star cards that they replaced. So they put them at rare level by default and replaced those 2 star cards. They also have some bug fixes incoming. So they're going to be fixing specifically Bosk. And then in Strike, aerials will no longer be able to pick up packages. And then there's another bug that they're planning on fixing where it says, someone said no one's talking about the Sith Trooper scanner bug. And then Ben Walk go ahead and replied saying that we're on it. So not exact confirmation on when that Sith Trooper bug will be fixed, but I'm guessing by next month. So be looking forward to those bug fixes if they've really been messing with you lately. And we also have some BB-8 and BB-9E info regarding how they're going to be playing on the Battlefront. And then Ben Walk said that BB-8 is going to be an offensive hero, while BB-9E is going to be a support role for the dark side, which I feel like is really good because the dark side really does need some more support characters, because you have on the light side you have all these characters that are like buffing one another. You have the officer, you have the Wookiee, you have Yoda, you have Finn. Like there's all kinds of support characters, but on the dark side you don't really have anybody except the officer. And the Death Troopers, they can buff themselves, but not really like team support. But both can jump. Their movement speed is comparable to the Droideka in ball mode. So if you guys are familiar with the Droideka, they can move pretty fast and get their way around the battlefront when they want. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is DICE adding new heroes to the sequel era. Or not specifically new. Like I know BB-8 and BB-9E are new. That'll make 3 for the light side and 3 for the dark side. Well, if you guys have been playing co-op and Capital Supremacy, you'll notice that there's 4 heroes on the light side and 4 heroes on the dark. So if they're wanting to match that for the sequel era, they have to be adding an extra hero for the sequel era. And I don't see them adding, there's no confirmation on new heroes. So someone said that we need Chewbacca on ST co-op, sequel trilogy co-op. His look is the same throughout the trilogies. Basically they're proposing Chewbacca to come into the sequel era as part of the new trilogy. Ben Walk replied saying we're looking at adding him. So that's good news. We'll be able to have 4 in the light and 4 in the dark if they decide to add on Chewbacca. But they'll use one hero that they need to add for the dark side. And I'm guessing that might be Palpatine. I'm not going to be doing Rise of Skywalker spoilers, but I think Palpatine would be a good choice for the dark side. Okay, now moving on to skins. Someone said, brilliant update, congrats to your work. Is there any chance to bring Luke, Leia, Han, and Lando as skins in their older years? Greetings from Germany. Ben Walk go ahead and replied, saying no plans for old versions right now. Have others we'd like to focus on first. We know the dark side is due for a few. So, I don't know about you guys, but this is really good news. We have a ton of skins on the light side. Everybody has a skin. But on the dark side, there's so many characters that don't have one skin. They're left with their default skin. Like Boba Fett, he can't change skins. Darth Vader, Palpatine, Phasma. There's like an endless amount. There's only a couple that actually have like skins. Darth Maul doesn't have skins, and there's tons of things they could do with him. So I'm glad they're looking into dark side skins. Alright, now moving on to some bad news, mainly for Ahsoka and Ventress, because if you guys are new to the game, the community is heavily requested Ahsoka Tano from the Star Wars The Clone Wars animated TV show, and Ventress. Asajj Ventress. So I was one of those people who really wanted them into the game, and they've been teased very heavily. And this comment was posted a while back in the community. Someone said, "Hi, I just want to ask if there's going to be a female representation in Star Wars Battlefront 2 Heroes aside of Leia and Iden, because there are a lot of incredible and amazing girls in there, such as Padme, Ahsoka, Ayla Secura." And Dennis Brenval went ahead and replied, saying, "Yes, there will absolutely be more female heroes and troopers in Battlefront." So that got everybody's hopes really high, because basically that's confirmation that there's going to be more female heroes. And a lot of people were speculating that's Ahsoka and Ventress. There's also a known leaker, some Indescore info. He is like 97 to 99% right, like all of the time. And he like predicts certain things and they come true. He predicted Droidekas, they ended up coming true. And that was before any news about it have even come forward. And he also said that Ahsoka and Ventress are going to be coming to the game. Well, that hasn't come true yet. But you never know. It could have been something that they were working on behind the scenes, and then they ended up canceling it. We're not sure. But the reason why I say that's bad news is because he kind of got our hopes up there and has been teasing it. And then we have Dennis Brenval saying, "Now, you're right, we didn't get to the female heroes part. New female troopers coming in the next update, obviously, so I'm sorry for that. We did deliver on a lot of things I outlined long ago. Conquest-like experience, large-scale PvE mode, Obi-Wan Grievous, instant action, etc." And he also goes on and says, "Me too, to be honest, saying so many things back then was very risky, and I shouldn't have done that. Looking back, things changed quickly in this industry. I just felt the community needed to hear it back then, so I felt the risk was worth it." So there's the bad news. Basically, he's trying to take that comment back, saying he's not sure if he can deliver on that promise anymore. So that may not be fulfilled. So sorry if you guys had your hopes up for Ahsoka and Ventress. I don't want to be the person that's all like, okay, they're not coming, because I still believe that they might be coming. There's a chance. I just feel like nobody should have their high hopes for them. He's just kind of saying, don't get your hopes up on that. I understand where Dennis Brenval was coming from, but if you guys didn't know, the community back then was what's a way to put this, was really dying for content. We were being drip fed content. So that's probably why he said it, to boost some hype around the community. So that's gonna do it for this update. Anyways, if you guys like the content, go ahead and consider subscribing.